Okay, welcome to 1FG Archives here on YouTube. Today we have a special treat for you all. I am beta testing a new Metroid NES ROM hack, or fan-made game in some cases. This is actually going to be called a Metroid Remake. So let's dive in. Okay, so first and foremost, I do apologize. I do not have sound on this game, but if you are familiar with the NES sound effects, music, all that, it's the exact same thing, okay? I'm going to put a little bit of ambience music on here in a little bit, um, that kind of thing, just to try to get some music, any that kind of stuff. So I do apologize. No sound. My RetroArch on my computer does not function with the volume and all that stuff, so I have issues with it. I've tried all kinds of troubleshooting, whatever. I just want to play this darn thing. So anyway, I have done a few tests on it already. I've already caught a few glitches and things like that. But I wanted to showcase this for you guys. A little bit of history. This is done by the same person who did Metroid Road Dawn, Grimlock, and I finally got, not finally, but I was able to get a hold of him on Discord, and he showed me this lovely ROM hack that he's working on, and it is fantastic. It looks amazing. You're gonna see. We're gonna do just a casual playthrough of it to kind of just showcase what it is, and yeah, just so you can just see it. Not gonna do, as I said, I'm not gonna go exploring too often because there are a couple glitches in the game that I do know of I'm waiting on to get fixed, but which will basically get me stuck into a spot that I can't get out of, and it's like a lava thing where he just drains your health over time, and when you've got the various suit, it just drains really slow. So I'm going to stay away from those areas for now, but we are going to do a full playthrough of this. So without any further ado, let me bring up my game here, and let's get started on this. As if you go to in this game, you automatically already start with the morph ball and the long beams, so you don't have to worry about getting them, which is kind of nice. But I liked this little thing over here where you can see me right here as a playtester, and Grimlock and original Road Dawn. This is has the same kind of general engine as Road Dawn, so it's actually really cool, I thought. Anyway, but we're just gonna go through this. Start off with 99 health, just like unlike the original Metroid. Of course, there's Kraid. Generally, don't worry about the top, the top left of the screen where the map is, because that's the actual map for Road Dawn. It's not this map in particular, because as soon as I get further, you're going to notice that it's not the same. I mean, I'm going to be walking in a blank area for like the longest time, and so it's just like just let it go. And again, I do apologize for no sound. So we're just going to get through this as fast as we can, just to kind of showcase it a little bit. So this is supposed to be, I believe Grimlock was going to call this a Metroid remake, type of thing. Or the name of it, what he was going to call it, but we'll see. Same kind of sprites, as I said, if you look at it, but look how bright the colors are. It just looks fantastic. It definitely does bring up the toughness too. Let's head on over here. Get our visual missile tank. But even this, just, I mean, look at the way that the levels are designed and stuff. How it gives you those little bit of hills. Oops, that's not gonna work. See, so you can tell it's already kind of getting tough trying to get this the missile tank by itself. Now we'll go back and get our bombs just like we do before. Oops. Alright. I mean, we're doing just fine anyway. I mean, everything, if you've played the original NES game, this is pretty much the same. It's just little differences here and there. There's a couple of different items in this one, as you'll see in a little bit. As you can see, there's like when you go through the doors, it doesn't make Samus disappear. So it's little things like that that's still like little finishing touches. So this game is pretty much about like 85–90% done. So it's pretty close. Yeah, see, Samus didn't disappear behind the door. There's a few little areas, like in this area right here. When I get through the next door, you'll see the color palette swap for like the enemy colors and stuff. So just little things like that. Not this door, but the next one. There's no door here. You just continue on going through, and then watch. It's gonna change. See, there it is. It's already things have been reported. Whoops. So it's kind of hard to tell sometimes, like, what enemies. See, look at the map right there on the left. I said, it's designed, it's just like Rogue Dawn. It's the map of Rogue Dawn. It's not this particular game. But you can see it's already got some changes on it and everything, the overall layout. Oops. Oh, this is not good. Don't fall in the lava when you're up on top, man. That means you have to go back, and without the various suit, yeah, you're relatively screwed. You're gonna take some damage for sure. But I mean, look at this area even. Alright. Let's get those bombs, shall we? And the other thing too about this one, when you get some missile ammunition, it gives you 5 instead of 2. And if you get a Metroid, it gives you 30 as usual, but you can take some hits there. But the cool thing is, just like it does in Metroid Dawn and Rogue Dawn, it kind of gives you a feeling of, hey, this is how you got to use your item to get the heck out of this particular room. You know, you have to go and use a bomb to get through that. So we already got. So it kind of helps with having this art like this, because if you're trying to get the, the missiles and stuff, it really helps to, like, when you're grinding missiles and stuff. It really does help out a lot, just to give you 5 instead of, just the 2. Rogue Dawn was the same way. It gave you 5 missiles for every ammunition you found. One thing about this game, though, too, is that to get the progression going... Whoops. Thought I pressed jump. There's a specific path in the start here that you have to go through in order to get it going, but to get, like, further in the game, it just makes things a heck of a lot easier. What I've noticed, anyway. At least so far. I mean, there's going to be tons of, like, Easter eggs and things like that, because I know Grimlock, from Rogue Dawn, he puts a lot of Easter eggs in these games. Alright, let's head on here, get our Ice Beam. The other thing about this one is that it also, your Ice Beam also basically quadruples the strength of your gun. Which I told him I think I was a little skeptical about having that in here. But overall, I mean, this looks just absolutely fantastic. Whoops. Just one more room. I believe there is a missile tank down there, but I just don't feel like going for it. Kind of like has some like different like if you remember certain games like the Metroid series, it kind of just, you know, throws in little things here and there. Oops. Ouch. Guess I better get a little bit of health back. So it's one thing to note there, as I said, there were, so because the items in this are you start off with the morph ball already and the long beam, you don't have to worry about so much. There are a couple more items in this thing that are not in the original Metroid. So it's like an expansion, so to speak. Darn you. Alright, down we go into Norfair. The other great thing about this game too is when you get to the first part of each area, there is a recharge station. So you hop on the little happy face and it charges you right up. It gives you a missile every second too. Go to the left, there's a missile tank over that direction, but I'm not going that way. I'll pass on that. I mean, the overall look of this thing is just, I'm amazed by it. Especially when you get to Kraid's lair and like the certain areas that have the what is it? When you get to the inner part where there's just like it's just like it's like a greenish color or whatever. I don't know what it is, but it just looks it just looks amazing. Okay, let me go up here and down we go. Those of you who are familiar with Rogue Dawn probably can guess what this is. It actually shows the long beam symbol, which is supposed to be the wall jump boots. So if you ever played Metroid Rogue Dawn, you're very familiar with the fact that you get wall jump boots in it. There's probably something up there at the top, but as I said, I'm just getting through this just so you guys can see this. But this is a beta test. So now we get to go back. We're going to take the easy route. As I said, I'm still trying to do some exploration for this game so I can get everywhere. But as I said, there's a lot of glitchiness in terms of some areas. So I just want to make sure that, you know, just to show off. And yes, I do have permission to do this. I had to ask him first to show this off. And yes, this is just for testing purposes. I mean, we're not doing too bad already. I mean, I can tell you right now that what the path that you do this game, it seems like you have to go this path first because you need the wall jump boots in order to get certain things, and it just helps out greatly. I need it. No. Nope, don't need any missile ammunition. I still only have just the 5. We're gonna go get various suit and the spring ball right now. Yes, the spring ball is in this as well. And the other thing that has like a glitch, kind of a glitchness to it, is the save menu. I just would rather just go through the game itself versus, you know, trying to use a save file, because whenever last time I did it, it left me with 5 health. It said I had all my weapons and everything, but I didn't. Or I'm sorry, my E-tanks, I should say, but I didn't. So that completely sucked. Like right here, Samus is not going behind the thing, so just little minor changes here and there. There's probably something in that little area up there too. But as I said, I'm just starting this, so... Oops. Wall jump boots in the full effect. It's like you don't really need the high jump boots at this point, but, you know, it's all good. Okay, got that. So as I said, if you're familiar with the original Metroid, you're gonna love this thing just as much. But I will warn you, the final boss is a pain. Absolute pain. Not gonna lie. You'll see why. But you know what? I don't think I ever really wall jumped up here. That was just an enemy. There's nothing up there. Alright, well, whatever. Bombs also burst a little bit faster in this version too, just like they did in Rogue Dawn. Pretty much I said, this is the Rogue Dawn was the engine they kind of used for this. Or if something was up here. I guess not. Alright, cool, we'll take that. Oh, I don't have the spring ball yet. Okay, we're good. We're good. Like I said, just little subtle differences. It's not like it's over the top or anything. It's just little differences here and there. Right, we'll go back and get out of here. We'll head over and get actually I think I'm gonna go down to Kraid already. Well I'm gonna get the spring ball first. And then we'll head down to Kraid and we'll play it the way it's supposed to be played. 1, then 2. We'll get the screw attack and all that stuff too, eventually. But I hope you guys enjoy this. I'd say this is just awesome that I was asked to do this, because I think it was pretty cool because he knew once I got into introducing myself and everything else, it just kind of was like, okay, you know, I think he just appreciated, you know, myself being a fan of what he does and what he did with Rogue Dawn and all that goodness. So I just think it's fantastic that he, you know, welcomed me to try this thing out. We're gonna head over here. Whoops. All right. Now in this one also you cannot do the little trick to get into Turian, where you can use the little creature to like get up and jump over the get into the you can't do that in this one. It will not let you, because there's an actual rock that blocks your path. So, just saying, don't do it. When this game finally drops, you know. I said, but it's an amazing, amazing game. So glad I get to be a part of it. Oops. Looks like my ambience music stopped. Like this is the same. Okay. Oh shit. Sorry about that. I dropped my phone. My bad. I'm such a dork. Alright, there we go. It's like I really have my phone like right next to my speaker, my microphone, so I can hear some music, rather than just looking at a blank screen, or the screen the whole time. Alright, anyway, so my apologies. We'll get a few more missile tanks, because that's one thing you're definitely going to need in this game. It kind of makes you have to explore, because then the other part of this is the bosses only give you 50 missiles instead of 75, like they did in Rogue Dawn. So there's more missile tanks scattered throughout the entire, you know, game. Another, again, recharge station here. Dang you. There is another missile tank this way, so I'm going to go ahead and grab it. I mean, look at the coloration in this and everything. It just looks awesome. I think there actually is something in here. I think I ever actually explored it. No, okay, never mind. go. There's one. Because even if you go over and you don't get the actual missile tanks and stuff in this, you're only going to get like 100-ish. So it's really, really going to be to make your life tough. Remember if there's one up here. Yeah, I was just curious. As I said, I haven't explored enough on this. It's alright. Okay. There's the other one that I know of. I'm going to try to see once this is out. I will be trying to do a 100% run on this. But as I said, it's just like the original Metroid, so it's not like it's any real surprise. It's just more or less just exploration. Figuring out where those extra missile tanks have been placed. That's all. Oh shoot, why did I go this way? Like, this is not the area I was looking for. Go down one more. Ouch. Like, getting the early I will say this, the first time you're going to be playing this, you know, probably even in the future, you know, if you're playing this, you're going to need the Variosuit. No doubt about it. Seeing then there's another problem right there. The red doors also reseal. Not a good thing. Alright, there's the missile tank here. Now we're going to go head down towards Kraid. Because I don't feel like doing it. I'm just, like I said, this is just a demo. So, come on, get in there. Alright. Okay, I'm going to get this E-tank. I am going to need all of them. I will be getting all of the E-tanks in this. Whoops. Oh, you suck. There we go. All right. For that. It's all right. I'm not going to take that much damage. I mean, look at like this area. This was like probably my favorite room of the game. And just the coloration of it. Why you need the wall jump brutes to progress. Crazy. Right. Take that one. They were just being able to progress to just go straight up steps and everything. I mean, that's such a huge help too. Rather than have to like, yeah, have to like jump up stuff. Really look at this room. Now crate here, you can't touch those little circles. They're spikes. Oops, stop bouncing me the opposite direction, please. Yes, the missile tank is, or the energy tank is down here too. That was some epic dodging right there. There we go. Okay. Give me my energy tank. Nope, sorry. The only thing I want is missile ammunition, and I don't really want to waste my time on it. Because you actually are gonna need. Oops. So that's right. Let's go this way. Oh, why did she do that? This. What is she doing? Really? No. Also, because I'm not using an NES controller, I wouldn't be having this kind of issue, but that's alright. I have my Xbox 360 controller plugged in. All the buttons are configured, so it's like, yeah, just leave it as is. Just deal with it. If I get a little bit more ammunition, but that's alright. We're out of here. Oop. Not what I told you to do, Samus. I don't know why she's not wall jumping, but whatever. Yeah, she's just not wall jumping for whatever reason. Whatever. We'll just take the hard way. And again, once again though, I do apologize for not having any sound, but if you're familiar with Metroid, it's just the same. No difference in sound effects or anything. That made me think that there was a missile tank right there, but whatever. See, it's like now the door is open. There's a little glitch. I said little glitches here and there. But overall, the game is pretty solid. Alright, we're out of here. Down all the way to Ridley, get our high jump boots, our screw attack, and then we will head down to Ridley. and beat up that bad boy. Realize that whole time my little cursor was sitting on the screen. Tells you how often I use RetroArch. Just saying, I hardly ever use this thing, so just to be able to use it now just for this awesomeness, definitely. Just checking for some more missile ammunition just in case. On occasion. Oops. Okay, still have 5. What are you doing, Samus? It's like that's like my favorite, probably one of my favorite spots right there is that transition, the bridge. We head into the blue, into the yellow area. Pretty darn cool. Nope, okay, I'm at 85. We're good. I'll just take the dip in the lava. It's just quicker. Okay. Again, I'm not doing any exploration, so we're just gonna go down and head down to Ridley right away. Finish this thing off. We'll be seeing more of this anyway in the future. Darn you. Go up for more missile tanks, all that goodness, but we're just going down here. Not gonna get anything extra. 2 extra. The infamous high jump boots. Oops. But yeah, the final boss is just, the Miller Brain is just a royal pain. You'll see why in a little bit, because it's just, there's just an absolute mess. It's just an absolute mess in terms of what everything that comes at you. We go. I said it's all the same in terms of say where the location of some of these things are, but look at, I mean, the design of the bubbles and everything else. It's just it's just fun. Screw attack. Right, we are good. I'm a much happier camper now. Those things respawn, by the way. Feel what you could shoot down. Can't do it. You do that, you'll, if you get the spring ball, you can go falling right into your morph ball. Press down. See? Even like the animation of how Samus walks and everything, it's just it's just smooth. We're out of here. This all looks familiar, right? Down at Ridley's here in just a second. Has the same like type of slowdown and stuff like that, just like the NES. But look at this right here. I mean, well, not right here, but when you get to Ridley, there's like even more like artwork that you'll see. It's really cool looking. Again, recharge room over here if you really need it. Let's head on. You know what? Let's just go ahead and get this missile tank up here. I got spikes to worry about in this one too. Like, oh boy. Cool. Doing too shabby here. Alright, we're almost... This won't be long to get down to Ridley. I just did a little sidetrack just to get that thing. It's like one of those things, you gotta pay attention to the detail on the floor. The spring ball will help right there. Extra spikes. Sure, a sec. That, because I know I have 90 now. So much easier than having to do that stupid morph ball jump. Because you don't have the spring ball in this one. Or in the original. But there was, as I said, there was a lot of aspects that he included on this one over from Rogue Dawn. I mean, look at that little face right there as you go into where he is. More spikes here. It makes things a little more interesting. And there's Ridley right here, that nice little thing right there. What are you doing over here? You can kind of just aim up at Ridley, and that's it. If you want the extra energy tank, you can go over that direction, but I'm not going that way. I don't need it. You can only carry 6, just like the original. Really? Yeah, there's Samus. Trying to actually get some missiles back. And into Turian, there's like no place. I mean, I can go wait for the recharge station, but that just takes forever. Really hoping for some missile ammunition, but oh well. I'll take that. If you can just grab it there, Samus, that would be fantastic. Noticing a little bit of discoloration at spots. Okay, we're out of here. Off to Turian. Whoops, okay, so those spikes can hurt you too. Okay, this is a discoloration also. These things should not look like this. Alright, we're out of here. Let's get it back up to Turian. Oops. Yeah, you want to have as many missiles, at least a decent amount of them when you're going into Turian, because you're going to go through them. Not going to lie. health included when you get, especially when you get to the mother brain. I can remember when I was playing this, when I did the first playthrough of this, and I just, you know, went through it, and I literally ran out of missiles on the escape route. Spoiler alert. Oh, yeah, this is right. Alright, we're out of here. Now this is the way to go. It took me a moment to remember where I was. I said when you're familiar with playing the OG Metroid and then you jump on this thing, it's like, oh shoot, it's the exact same thing, so I have the high jump boots, I should be able to make clear that. Oops, we'll take that. Should be close to about like 140 or so. Which I know is not ideal, but we'll just recharge while we're up here. Let's see how many missiles I actually physically have. Oops, I do have 45, okay. I'm just curious. I didn't need to. Like now Samus is all powerful. Not my fault you didn't jump there, Samus. With the somersault. Like, I'm not doing it for my health. I could easily go for a couple more missile tanks, but actually, you know what? Hang on a sec. I think there is something up here, though. Go up to the very top. I don't remember if there's an actual missile tank or if there's just a way to get to the spring ball. Can't remember. Alright. Another bridge. Ooh. Aha! Yay! I didn't know that was there. That's new. Okay, so that just takes you down. Okay, so that's how you get in there. Got it. Yeah, 150. Oh, whoops. I thought it was just like the other one. See how there was a stone blocking your way? You can't do that. You can't get through like the little old-fashioned way. It's like if you want to do the trick to get through it, you just can't. Again, recharge station. Down we go. Metroids are right over here. There they are. But we're gonna skip them. I don't need anything. So these things only take one shot. Uh-huh. Oh, nope, nope, spoke too soon. Little bugger had to follow me. Come up here, get this one. Got cannons firing at you. Already on your way down. Don't need anything from these little buggers. Yep, this one I have to kill. Okay. Oh no, you don't. Alright, here we go. This is where the problem begins. You can shoot missiles a lot quicker in this game too. Just like you could in Rogue Dawn, I think you can shoot up to 3 at a time. Okay, here's where the problem begins. So as you can see, there's a cannon that shoots right where the thing is, where you stand. The idea would be to get right here. Oops. They don't really give you much time to frickin' react either. I think I'm gonna have a Metroid on me in just a moment. Can't. Isn't trying to do that. See what I mean by how difficult this is? Shoot. Darn it. Either you get a... I have 49 missiles to get out of here, which is more than enough. But as you can probably predict, that's not that easy getting out of here. Because we have these little buggers. I mean, it's not that bad, but I mean, when you have these little guys just chasing after you everywhere, it does get annoying. And they only give you health, too, which doesn't help. Oh, shoot. No, no, no. I didn't remember freezing that one, but hey, I'll take it. Oops. The little aggressive ones. And there we go. There it is. And then it kind of goes through, you know, this is actually somewhat the ending for Rogue Dawn. So it's not, this is not how it actually ends, you know, as you know in Metroid 1, but you'll see. This is the actual ending to Rogue Dawn. If you ever want to see that, I do actually have my Famicom version of it, and I do have a world record for Rogue Dawn, which is why I think Grimlock let me play this thing. Alright, I'm going to turn off the ambience music. Alright. But overall, I think this is a really well put together thing. Is that, as I said, I want to go and explore, so I have to go and explore more areas and stuff in order to actually try to locate all the items. But it's all good. But it even also does keep track of your time in this too. So that's what I'm waiting on. All these people are, yeah, Snarfblom was the one that actually the programmer of Rogue Dawn. Automon did these are all Rogue Dawn people. You might see some familiar faces, or familiar names rather, I should say. Metroid MST to be one of them. Link. Some of the names I recognize. Trax I think I remember too. Shack Tool was another one, I think. But please do remember to check me out on facebook.com/oneforsakengaming, twitch.tv/oneforsakengaming, Instagram, Discord, and of course, as always, right here at 1FG Archives on YouTube. We're just waiting for this to come up. And if you restart the game, you have the wave beam and your spring ball are the only things you start off with, and then you're in the bikini suit. 51, 53. We only got 54% of the items. That's alright. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this session. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and we will see you next time.